Hello.
Good evening.
Hi. Nice to meet
Everything
you.
okay? You saw we wake
Yeah,
up, our face now is more clean.
yeah, you changed. A big difference. No,
Yeah.
I'm just joking. How are
Everything
you?
okay there?
Yes, good. Feeling good.
That's great. Thank you really so much for your time. You know what I have
No,
here? I have your poster, if you remember.
yeah, so cool.
Non si vede bene. It's here with your point shoes.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Actually, you use the Freed, yeah? The Freed
Yeah,
London.
yeah, yeah.
That's great. After in the questions was this too, you know, for that I ask you.
I
I,
hope you can.
we have some questions from our students, okay? In this way, because I know a little bit your life, you know, because we hear from many time, you know, from many time, but from long time. But we have some students and they want to learn more about you, about your career, about your life. And you know, we do that in this period of quarantine here in Italy because we give in this way some input to our students, you know, for enjoy a little bit of time. And usually we do that in afternoon, but now in Hong Kong I think it's afternoon. For that,
6 o'clock almost
vedi,
p.m.
sono le 6 praticamente lì, un po'. Yeah, for that we do that today morning. Okay, let's start with some questions, okay, about you. What time you start? How old you was when you start to dance, and how was your academy career when you was young?
Actually, I born you in a dancing family. My dad and mom, they both are dancers.
Ah,
So,
praticamente, sometimes I translate in Italian, okay, for the people.
okay.
Praticamente dice che è nata già in una famiglia di ballerini perché sia sua mamma che suo papà sono ballerini, ok?
Yeah, and I learning a little bit with my mom at like 5 years old, but
Okay.
they are not really dancing ballet. They are dancing like Chinese dance, or sometimes you know China Mao time. They
Yeah.
try a little bit on point, yeah. But I
Okay.
learned with my mom like from 5 years old, something like this.
Praticamente ha iniziato verso i 5 anni attraverso sua mamma, però loro non sono ballerini di danza classica, ma di balli cinesi, praticamente folcloristici o qualcosa di tradizionale. The traditional Chinese, yeah?
Yeah,
Dance, yeah.
and when because I think the ballet in my blood, gene.
Okay.
So I really want to be a professional dancer. So as my 10 years old, I study at the Beijing Dance Academy for the professional training for 7 years.
Ok, praticamente ha sempre voluto fare la professionista perché la sentiva nel suo sangue. A 10 anni ha iniziato a Pechino, a Beijing, praticamente nell'accademia professionale a 10 anni.
Yeah, yeah, and start my really tough training. We are living at school, we study and learning ballet all in the school, but we live in our hometown. Daddy and mommy and all family members, just me alone in the school in Beijing. So really tough training, but after 7 years old, National Ballet of China, they pick up students. So I'm lucky. So I'm 17 years old. I'm joining the National Ballet of China. And after 5 years, I've been a principal.
Ok, praticamente è entrato appunto in questa accademia da sola dove studiava e andava a scuola, faceva tutto dentro all'interno della scuola per 7 anni. Dopo a 17 anni praticamente la compagnia nazionale della Cina ha preso alcuni studenti giovani per portarli diciamo, nella compagnia grande. È stata fortunata e dopo 5 anni dentro la compagnia è diventata prima ballerina, ok?
Yeah, and I did a lot of competition. The one of famous, I think everybody knows, especially in Europe, is Warner competition. in 2002, I got a golden medal for the senior group.
Ok, praticamente ha fatto anche alcune competizioni, nel 2002 ha anche vinto una di loro, Golden, adesso io di preciso non so qual è, però comunque sia ha vinto una competizione importante. That's great. A girl asked me before, how was the life in the academy?
We
Very
are
hard, yeah?
training.
Com'era la vita in accademia?
We have a morning class, which is from 6 o'clock in the morning. We wake up, run, do physical, and then after 1.5 hours, we have a breakfast. And we have 4 class in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, study with dancing mixed together.
Okay.
And sometimes if we have a competition, we don't have a lunch sleep time. So we need to keep training. And in the nighttime, we have a night class, which is 1.5 hours. Sometimes dancing, sometimes study. But after that, we still running in the school circle.
You be a marathon, you know, you can do the marathon. Praticamente si alzavano alle 6 di mattina, andavano a correre per 1 ora e mezza, dopo facevano la colazione, dopo la corsa. What?
We have a many class, like ballet class, repertoire, and pas de deux, contemporary, Chinese, character.
Wow.
We have a many dancing class, yeah.
Wow. E praticamente appunto facevano 4 classi la mattina, 4 nel pomeriggio, dopo alla fine di tutte le lezioni, ovviamente anche di studio misto alla danza, come adesso aveva tante classi di contemporanea, cose varie, andavano a concludere comunque di nuovo con la corsa 1 ora e mezza, perciò potevano tranquillamente fare le maratonette, altro che ballerine. Ok, e facevano praticamente la danza di carattere, danza contemporanea, balletto, classico, qualsiasi cosa, neoclassico, tutto.
Yeah.
Wow, for that, you know, you can do that everything. That's great. But it's very tough.
Yeah, very tough. But yeah, when we was young, really tough training. But if I looking back, I think that's good for many way to training a professional ballet dancer. That's not easier, but it's good because you can touch many different way to how to dance. And you also can train your body how to dance in different way, in contemporary way, in character way, also in the repertoire or ballet. Yeah, which is good, but it's really tough. Yeah, like a very, the school is a very traditional style, like a Russian school, wagon lower or something.
Ok, praticamente la scuola è tipo stile russo, abbastanza classico, che poi noi non sappiamo come è il stile russo e probabilmente chiederemo a qualche ballerina russa. Però in realtà dice, è contenta di aver lavorato in maniera così dura, proprio perché nonostante sia una cosa stra difficile, però si è confrontata con tante tipologie di danze diverse e questo ha fatto conoscere meglio il suo corpo e capire anche meglio come poter sfruttarlo al massimo possibile. That's great. Wow, we didn't know that about 6 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Here in Italy, I told you, at 10 o'clock we wake up, you know, and it's everything, you know, more quiet.
I think that's just happened when you was young. It's me now, I cannot.
Ok, adesso anche lei farebbe fatica praticamente. Great. Which was your variation of your first variation like principal dancer? Qual è stata la prima variazione come prima ballerina?
You mean which role? I like it.
Yeah. No, which role you do in your first time like principal dancer?
First time my principal is Chinese ballet.
Okay.
Zhang Yimou, I don't know. He created from his moving story, Red Lanterns. Yeah, very famous. That's my first role to working with him, Chinese ballet. And later for classical, the first ballet is Li Sufi.
Ok. And why you leave China and go in Hong Kong Ballet?
Yeah, because I want to, the ballet is a Western culture, right? So
Yeah.
I want to really go out to see a more bigger world. Because when that time, before I stay in National Ballet of China, they're doing a lot of Chinese ballet,
Okay.
new creation. I think for the policy, some things I understand, but I really want to touch more about Western culture. So I
Open your
decided
mind.
to go, yeah, the bigger world. So I decided to going out, but you know, for Chinese passport, it's difficult to travel to anywhere. So the
Okay.
first step, I only came to Hong Kong. It's easier because in National Ballet of China, the schedule very full. So I cannot ask for holiday to going out. So that's the first steps. I went to Hong Kong to audition. But later, I also go to the Dutch National Ballet or something, Munich, and the other, the
By
Euro
audition.
company. Yeah, but when the Dutch National Ballet, they like me, the director by that time, and they can give me contract about the soloist, first solo. But my parents, my dad and mom only have my own chair.
Okay.
So yeah, so if I going too far, I think I cannot come back even now.
For that,
So
they was sad if you
yeah,
go away.
yeah,
Praticamente gli
yeah.
ho chiesto, I have one second to explain. Praticamente le ho chiesto come mai ha deciso di andare a Hong Kong. Dice che comunque in Cina fanno molti spettacoli che sono soprattutto tradizionali cinesi, no? Invece lei voleva confrontarsi, aprire un po' la mente, cercare di vedere qualcosa più in giro. E il primo step che di solito i ballerini cinesi possono fare in realtà è andare a Hong Kong, perché comunque è abbastanza vicino, però è un loro primo step prima di partire. Dopo aveva un contratto come solista qua da noi praticamente ad Art National Ballet in Olanda, però i suoi genitori, siccome è figlia unica, erano molto tristi, allora lei ha deciso a quel punto di rimanere a Hong Kong e non venire in Europa dalle nostre parti, proprio perché così non dava questo dispiacere a loro, essendo figlia unica, poi comunque aveva un ruolo come prima ballerina, perciò non è che cambiava molto.
Mm.
Però le piace molto
Yeah.
aprire la mente e conoscere cose diverse. That's okay. Continue, please.
Yeah, and actually in Hong Kong, I'm happy. Hong Kong have a Western culture and Chinese both. So for me, I feel comfortable because I can feel the Western cultural freedom. Also have a Chinese, not so strange for me. So my parents also can live closing to me in the city very close to Hong Kong. So I
Okay.
just
It's
take
a
a half
strategic,
hour.
it's a strategic city for you.
Uh,
It's a strategic city for you, in the middle of everything. Hong Kong, it's in the middle of everything, near of your parents, near of China.
yes,
Ok, praticamente
easy
un
for
sito strategico.
going back, also for go out, easier. And here in Hong Kong Ballet, I met many good choreography and good ballet masters. I really been coach from them, so I learning a lot. So I'm happy for this, and I'm enjoying on stage very much, and enjoy every different character, different role.
Yeah. Praticamente dice che ha avuto la fortuna che a Hong Kong vengono tantissimi master, cioè tantissimi insegnanti.
How? Hi. I
E
see
questo...
someone tap.
Yeah, I saw that, I saw that. E praticamente questo porta che ha anche le sue soddisfazioni perché impara sempre cose nuove da... Cioè, comunque Hong Kong, essendo una capitale tra parentesi quasi economica, è ovvio che hanno più risorse per poter investire. That's great. Okay, another question for you, okay? Did you have a dream for do something in the future for your career, or you are happy until now, or you have a dream who you want one day to go to you know to dance somewhere, or in some theater who you have the dream, you know, something similar?
I know. Now I already start my dream because you know the dancers finally have one day you need a curtain down, right? So I just retired by the end of last year.
Okay.
So now I running my own ballet school in Hong Kong. So this is my studio.
Okay.
Here we have like more than 200 students too, and
Okay.
I can give my knowledge to them. So it's continue to my career.
Okay.
And I also have my family. I had a daughter.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Because in the future you want to be a ballet master, ballet teacher, yeah?
Yes, yes. And
That's great.
I do teaching in outside somewhere. I supposed to teach in Finland company, but you
Okay.
know the quarry time, so they change everything. So I like to be out to teaching in different company too.
Praticamente adesso il suo futuro comunque lo vede come un insegnante di danza. Adesso questa qua è una delle sue sale
Ah, 谢谢，你们
dei suoi
好。
studi e praticamente ha quasi 200 ballerine, le quali a volte rilascia, diciamo, anche a tanto per potersi allenare, altre volte attraverso lei, però comunque adesso sta realizzando pian piano anche dei suoi sogni nel crearsi come si deve anche per quella danza fuori che quella fatta anche come gestione. That's great. Another question for you is, did you believe in the luck?
Believe what?
In the luck, fortuna.
Luck.
Yeah. It's more the
I
hard.
think I think luck is not just luck. It's 50% you pay for it, 50% you luck.
Okay.
Yeah, you cannot
But it's
just
not
wait
just luck.
something happen on you and you do nothing. No, I never believe that.
Ok, ho detto che nella fortuna, la fortuna magari il 50% può essere avere un po' di fortuna, ma il resto deve essere comunque lavoro, perché non ho mai creduto che senza fare niente ti arriva la fortuna così dal cielo. That's great.
Yeah, so you know, ballet to give me very expensive things. I learned what is never give up.
Okay.
So this is from I was child until now. I learned very expensive from ballet, from dancing training. So now even I made some problem, big problem, I also can go over because I never give up so easily.
Il balletto, cioè la danza comunque l'ha aiutata molto a non mollare mai, perciò qualsiasi problemi affronta nella vita, anche adesso quando ci sono dei problemi nella sua vita, attraverso la danza ha creato il suo carattere, perciò non molla mai e va sempre oltre e questo l'aiuta tantissimo a risolvere o andare oltre i problemi della propria vita. Yeah, it's the ballet or the dance generally is good for the mind too, you know, because you be strong here. Okay, for that,
Strong.
yeah.
Yeah.
Diventi anche forte nella testa praticamente. Did you have hobbies or passions who is not the art or all your life is around the art?
I have a, you mean pet?
In?
I have a dog.
Ah, okay.
Husky, very big.
It's not like coffee. We have a dog here, but it's like husky. Oh, it's so
Husky,
big.
yeah, very naughty and stupid.
È dolce ma un po' stupido, dice. And that's your passion. You go always with him outside, and you have.
Yeah, I like to go hiking and go swimming, go travel. My family, the same. We are the same. So we always bring our dog to go hiking. Hike.
Okay. Praticamente portano sempre il cane in giro, poi gli piace molto viaggiare, ovviamente anche quando non nuota e cose varie. Okay, another question for you is, one second, we do you some questionnaire, okay? You have just to tell me if you like this or that, or, okay? One, two. Okay, I give you two opportunities, you choose just one.
Soup?
Okay? Like, like summer or winter? Which you prefer?
Summer.
Okay. Mountain or beach?
Beach.
Cinema or concert?
Ah?
Cinema, you like more to go in the cinema or
Yes,
to go?
yes. Cinema.
You like more sweet or salty taste?
South.
Salt,
Salty.
okay. Solo or pas de deux?
Both. It's hard to say, you know. Pas de deux more emotional can be.
Okay.
But solo you feel freedom because you don't worry, you can control yourself.
Praticamente il passa due è molto più emozionante, ma da solo sei molto più libero, sei molto più... Sweet or elegant dress?
Elegant.
Elegant, ok. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
I cannot leave it in my life.
Okay. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunshine, because I never can see sun out.
Okay. Dog or cat?
Dog, of course.
Dog. Okay. Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Pizza. Pizza. Running or bicycle?
Bicycle.
Bicycle. Okay. Ice cream or cake?
Cake.
Cake. Okay. We love more ice cream here. The children one is really good. Romantic films or thriller? You like more the romantic movies or the thriller?
Thriller.
Thriller, okay. Heels or sneakers?
Stickers.
Ok, scarpe da ginnastica. Car or motorcycle?
Car.
Car. Abdominals or push-ups?
Chops.
Push-ups? You like more the abdominals or push-ups?
Push-ups? No, cannot. I cannot do.
Okay. Fa fatica a fare le flessioni, perciò addominali.
No, I hate push-ups.
Oh, ok, anzi li odia proprio. Abdominals, sorry, Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Instagram. City or countryside?
Countryside.
Countryside. Mi piace più il paese che la città. Believer in God or secular?
No.
No.
Buddha.
No. Buddha? Buddhist? You are Buddhist? Okay.
A little bit. Not crazy, you know.
Ok, non pazzo, però è un po' buddista. Introvert character or extrovert character? You are open or closed in your sales?
Open.
Okay.
Open.
iPhone or Android?
What?
You like more iPhone or Android? You know, Samsung or not something similar. The phone.
I use Huawei.
Huawei. Android. It's okay. Yeah, it's like Samsung. It's okay. Huawei. We have two Huawei too. For that, don't worry about it.
Oh, wow.
It's okay. Your preferred color? Your preferred color?
Black and white. I like black and white.
Black and white, not colors, just the two opposite. Okay. Like a swan lake. Mi piace il bianco e il nero, non mi piace il colore. Allora, did you have a movie who you like the most, your preferred movie of cinema?
A favorite movie that I just saw not long time ago. It's this one. Later, I show you.
Mi fa vedere, l'ha visto da poco praticamente.
The Mule. M-U-L-E.
Ah, The Mule. Okay, with Clint Eastwood. Okay, we just saw it. We just saw it, I think, in Netflix.
Yeah.
We just saw it 2 weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah, it's good, right? It's good.
Yeah,
movie.
it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, with yeah. And your preferred food?
Favorite food?
Yeah.
I like Sichuan food. Sichuan, spicy.
Spicy. Okay. Okay. And your favorite theater? Like building, I mean.
Of course, like Paris Opera.
Okay. And your favorite city?
I'm not really listen to city.
Okay.
Not really.
Non amo molto le città. Your user coins.
Lots of time I use Spotify.
Okay.
Spotify, you know?
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, just no CD anymore.
Okay. No, I mean CD. I mean city.
A
The
city.
Like London, Hong Kong. Yeah, you prefer. Okay.
City are too many. Actually, I like some city with like a Milan, or
Okay,
like
Milan.
I like have a beach like Thailand. Also, my dream.
Okay.
Greece, you know, Greece.
Greece. Okay, I lived there for many years.
Yeah, pure.
Yeah. E praticamente ti piace o la Grecia o la Thailandia qua, perché c'hanno il mare, perciò per le vacanze così. Invece come città mi piace molto Milano. It's the city of moda, Milano, for that. It's nice for shopping. Yeah, I know that.
I know.
You know, when Vicky Lam, you remember when Vicky Lam, from Hong Kong, the hip hop dancer, comes here.
Yeah.
She don't ask me. Yeah, she was always asking me where is the good shopping. You know, always.
Woman, yes.
Yeah, you love so much. Quando abbiamo avuto da Hong Kong qui a Comacchio, praticamente Vicky Lam praticamente per hip hop, che ha fatto una lezione di hip hop, è una ballerina che è arrivata da Hong Kong. Anche lei appena arrivata qua mi chiedeva dov'è la via Milano, dov'è la via Roma, dove possono fare shopping, perché comunque loro adorano il shopping. You love shopping, I know that. Okay, did you have a favorite ballerinas of the past who inspired you?
Yeah, like Makarova and Alina Kochopora.
Okay. And to the present now, did you have some ballerinas who you love?
Yes, the Royal Ballet, I couldn't, the principal for Royal Ballet, leader principal ballerina.
From Royal Ballet, it's I think Marianela Núñez, Natalia Osipova, or...
Yes, the first one.
Okay, Marianela Núñez. Okay, it's okay.
Yes.
No, because I know them all because they have in my collection for that. You just have to tell me in which theater they are, and you know, I can tell you.
I don't know. Just the name, the Western name for us is difficult to remember the full name.
Yeah. It's for that.
But I really like her. She's getting big change, super different and superstar now. I watched her by very long time ago, but I just see her change. So good.
Ok, that's great. Praticamente le piace Marianela Núñez perché in questo momento intanto ha anche un modo diverso rispetto al solito, no? E poi è molto cambiata, proprio un'evoluzione nella sua danza che lei proprio le piace molto. And did you like sport? Did you like the sport or not?
I like it.
Okay.
But only swimming and badminton and hiking. The other no.
Ok, praticamente gli piacciono lo sport, però due o tre cose come il nuoto piuttosto che badminton, cioè sono cose. Ok, that's great. Another question for you is: did you have ever in your career injuries and how you get it?
What? Sorry.
Did you have got ever in your career injuries,
Injuries?
like broken something or something similar, and how you get it to turn back?
I didn't really understand. What's
It's
that
the
mean?
injury, you know, injury, infortunio, injury, when you broke something, your knee or your leg.
No.
No.
I had a few injuries, but all recovered.
Okay.
So it's not too bad. Just my back sometimes pain. I couldn't do really good arabesque now. My
Okay.
back pain.
Ok,
The
praticamente no,
other
hai
all good.
avuto. What?
The other all good.
Ok, praticamente ha avuto dei piccoli infortuni, ma niente di grave, però quando fa l'arabesque, soprattutto adesso, non riesce più di tanto perché la sua schiena fa molto male. Perciò quando riesco non me la cavo bene in questo momento. Okay, that's great. Another question for you is: did you saw differences between the different audience of the theaters you dance, like Beijing now in Hong Kong, or maybe in some gala you go away? Did you saw this different, or all the audience for you is the same? Like,
No, it's very different. I think dancing in Europe is
Mhm.
really, really lucky because you have a super passionate audience. You know, the audience, they applaud for you, they scream, they give you a lot of energy, and they really. I always join some gala in Europe. They are more than 3 hours, but the audience can keep their passion until the last minute. This is really expensive for the dancers, you know. Feels very lucky to dancing in Europe. So
Okay.
the audience stand up by the end, the crowd screams. But in Hong Kong, the audience very cool, you know. So our director always training the audience. He will say if you feel some ballerina good, you can bravi. You can say that bravi, and you like some men dancers, you can say bravo, something like this.
Yeah.
They also always need teach them, don't be shy, just show yourself, you know,
Because they
because
respect too much, or maybe they have the
yeah,
respect too much, and they say, okay.
yeah, they kind of cool. They said people say Hong Kong people cool, you know, they are
Yeah.
really come like this. Yeah, but yeah, in China, all different. Some I think the audience for the Western culture, they need education more.
Okay.
So why they performing a lot of Chinese ballet, because the Chinese culture will close to them easy by reading the story. So I think in China very different also.
Ok, praticamente sì, è ovvio che sono molto diversi, soprattutto in Europa quando è venuto per dei galà sentiva proprio l'amore del pubblico che applaudisce, molto più espressivo, invece soprattutto a Hong Kong sono molto cool, cool intendono proprio un po' di nicchia, un po' di, sai, un po' classici bigliettini nostri, no? E allora non si esprimono più di tanto, hanno quasi un rispetto e il loro direttore addirittura li sta insegnando dicendoli se vi piace qualcuno dovete dire bravo, capito il senso? Se vi piace qualche maschio mentre fa un bel salto dovete dire bravo, non avete vergogna, perché si vergognano. E questa cosa li un po' li chiude un po' in se stessi e non esprimono quasi mai. E per loro è un po' difficile, perché non sanno se piacciono o meno quasi fino alla fine. E allora, però c'è questa audience molto diversa. Invece in Europa si diverte tanto per l'energia che abbiamo noi da queste parti. Ok, that's great. Another question for you is, did you have in your career somebody who tried to broke your career or to fight? You know, like a
Com
music or like something similar, or
I think competition always have it, especially in women's world, you know. But I think not bad like a story, like something bad too romantic. I didn't meet that one, that things.
okay.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm lucky, or I didn't met so bad relationship in my career with my friends or others.
Beh, praticamente dice non tutti sono fortunati o meno, però è ovvio che la competizione c'è sempre nel loro lavoro, ma nella sua carriera comunque ha incontrato poche persone che sono state magari cattive piuttosto che maleducate. È stata fortunata in quello, non l'ha sentito più di tanto. Ok,
Yeah.
that's great. Did you have some tournée in your life, you know, the tournée who you do outside of course, of Hong Kong or China, and you remembering with very pleasure, special tournée you do?
On stage, you mean?
Yeah.
On stage, I just remember some funny story about on stage I fall down, or once when I'm just joined the National Ballet of China, I was very young, like 17, 18 years old. And, you know, I do swan core.
Okay.
And everybody kneel down, right? And I forgot which counts to get up. So when I see everybody get up and only one swan down there is me. So it's a really scary feeling, you know. I had some 1 or 2 times. The other times is Giselle, because
Okay.
for us, first of all, we share the space. Today, if I do principal role, tomorrow I need to do the leader. You know,
Okay.
second act, the ghost leader to Dime solo. But we always have a lot of time to remember principal, but we don't have so much time to rehearsal the small role. So on stage, we are all nervous, and the other in my back, the other principal, we do same times. She always asked me which house we go. She said, please call me. I said, okay. But when I count, it's ready. I just say ready. She already could go out.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's not good. But you know, when the busy time, the company rehearsal really don't rush. Really rush. So we don't have a time to remember too many different roles, and we spend a lot of time to rehearsal the principal role, but no so much time to others. So you will.
Yeah. Praticamente gli dice che due cose che gli sono accadute simpatiche sul palco, e che una volta nel suo, cioè il Lago dei Cigni, faceva parte dietro, come si chiamano, ballerina di fila, no? Aveva 18 anni, appena iniziata, e ha sbagliato a contare, perciò mentre tutte si sono piegate lei si è alzata, perciò era l'unica, mi sono sentita, ha detto proprio così. Invece un'altra volta nel Giselle, in realtà le prime ballerine, almeno da parte sua, una volta fanno la prima ballerina, un'altra volta magari l'altra prima ballerina fa il ruolo principale e devono fare un ruolo secondario, diciamo, no? Fanno in cambio, in questa maniera tutte si esibiscono come prime. Però il problema è che facciamo sempre le prove per diventare il meglio possibile sulla prima ballerina, ma nei ruoli minori magari non ci diamo molto conto, e ci troviamo sempre dietro che ci chiediamo una all'altra com'è, cosa devo fare. E questa cosa... pensano sempre, molto spesso dice, perché pensiamo talmente tanto a far bene i ruoli da prima ballerina, che quando dobbiamo interpretare ruoli minori, cioè con tutta la frenesia non ci ricordiamo neanche, ce lo chiediamo dietro stage tra di noi, cosa devi fare. Una ti spinge anche, devi imparare questo, cose varie. That's really funny. Yeah, we didn't know that. It's crazy. Okay. You are superstitious, and did you have a lucky object before you enter in the stage, or like routine you do before you enter in the stage?
What do you mean rehearsal?
No. Usually here in Italy, many of the dancers they have a lucky object. You know, they touch something before they enter in the stage, or they do. You know, they are scaramantic. You know, no, nothing. You just
No.
enter and nothing. You don't care about nothing.
I know. I see lots of Western dancer. They do something like this. But for here in Hong Kong or China, we not really do that. But I always keep myself in a quiet corner or behind the curtain or something. I need a little bit short time for the focus before I go on stage. Yes, that's always I.
Praticamente in Cina non esistono le scaramanzie, in certo senso quasi nessuna, nonostante ne ha viste alcuni a farlo, magari soprattutto all'estero, ma da loro non esiste questa cosa. L'unica cosa che fa è che prima dello spettacolo va in un angolo da sola, si concentra, ma per un piccolo periodo si focalizza su quello che deve fare. That's great. Okay, really thank you really so much for this time you share with us. I really hope, you know, we spoke, I think, 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago for the first time for my collection and for other things. But I really hope in the next future, when you be in Europe, when you be in Italy, to have you here with us, because, you know, we spoke about that for many times, and I really hope it's happened. In this way, we have the pleasure and our students to meet you personally. Ok? Noi ci conosciamo quasi da due anni, perché da 2 anni che ne parliamo. Doveva già anche nel passato dover venire qua, però comunque abbiamo già il nostro accordo che quando sarà in Europa o in Italia farà un giro verso Comacchio, in maniera che così conosce un po' i nostri ragazzi e vediamo se riusciamo a fare appunto anche qualche stage per più persone. We just hope really to this situation of you know, of quarantine and you know, this hard situation, lockdown, and we all open again, and we turn back in the theaters, and to do dance, to do everything we wish. A question: how is the situation there in Hong Kong? It's more nice now, or it's hard to?
Now just every day. No, before 2 weeks ago, Hong Kong was good. Actually, just many days I have one people get worried. But later, the many students come back from, I think, 60,000 students come back from Europe and American. And after that, Hong Kong getting very worse. Every day have a 65, some people to get worried. So the government just shut down everything. We need cannot more than 4 people together. For the public place, bar, restaurant, they need to keep a distance.
But so now they are open? You are open, like studios or like restaurants?
No, until 23rd. But they're getting longer. Before they said 2 weeks. Now after 2 weeks, 1 more week to 23rd. But before 23rd, we will know it's keep longer or we stop. So nobody knows. We see the members.
Loro sono chiusi adesso fino al 23, dopo devono vedere se devono prolungare o meno. In realtà dice 2 settimane fa, dopo le quarantene era anche abbastanza ok, dopo sono tornati tanti dall'estero, dall'Europa, dei studenti o cose varie, sono ricapitati dei casi, allora sono andati ancora non posso stare più di 4 persone, noi addirittura non possiamo proprio starci, però loro in luoghi pubblici più di 4 persone insieme. Here in Italy we can go out from home just for going, we can go out from home just for going in supermarket, nothing more. We are closed from 35 days.
They didn't lock down to going out. They just say cannot more than 4 people together, gathering or karaoke or bar, drinking, restaurant. Everybody need to keep a really far a distance. Anyway, just for this week, it's drop down.
Okay.
From this week, every day have 4 people to get married, so I think that's much better. But they didn't lock down to going out. They just say cannot 4 people together. So we just love the school because we cannot only teach for 3 students in one class. So yeah, so many place no school in Hong Kong already since February until now. My doctor don't have a kindergarten and until like almost half year.
Ok, ok.
No school, yeah.
Sì, praticamente sì, fino alla settimana scorsa addirittura si potevano andare anche nei bar così, ma a distanza. Invece per questa settimana l'hanno chiusa e devono capire adesso fin quando. Fin quando. That's great. Okay. Thank you really so much for all the info you give to us, you share with us. It's really was a really pleasure, and hope really to see San in better conditions. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Ciao,
you.
ciao.
Thanks.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.